What's going on, guys? Who are we all waiting for? Oh, that's right. Got a stream to run. London session is upon us, ladies and gents. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're all doing well. Good morning, good afternoon, as always. Very good evening. Not the same unless I do the 2 thumbs up. So welcome, guys. Hope you're all doing well. So an announcement to make later today. Some of you probably already know what it is. Well, announce it straight away. But obviously the Discord is open up. So the free community section of Discord is now open. I definitely recommend joining. The link is down below in the description, or it should be. Let me just check to make sure it is. Pretty sure I've added it. Yep. So that is now the active link. That should be fine for you guys to join. If not, you just need to contact me on either IG or email or whatever, and I'll send you a link to that. So I have posted analysis on 4 pairs so far into the free market analysis section. Also did a update on Bitcoin for those who are interested as well. So do make sure to join, guys. It's for free. And I may just look, there is a chance that I might do a New York stream this evening, but only through the Discord. So if I do so, it'll be a Zoom call, and I'll send a link into the Discord, into the free section. So that is the way you will be able to join that. It won't be on YouTube. So I'm thinking about doing that. So do join, guys, and let's have a good stream. So give the stream a like if you can. Got a few issues on my end with the stream. For some reason saying I'm not live, but I think I am. You guys are sending messages, so I'm sure I'm live. Alrighty, guys, so let's get into it without further ado. Obviously, big news day yesterday. Some more news to come to finish the week. A massive day tomorrow, especially. But also today we've got unemployment claims for the US dollar, so it's going to be a big one. The rhetoric from the speech from FOMC was that inflation is still nowhere near under control. So what that will mean is there is likely not going to be any interest rate cuts anytime soon. So that would bode well for the US dollar, and obviously gold has dropped off the back of that. Well, not really, actually. It's actually pulled back up, but that could, I still see potential downside on it based off that. But anyway, we'll see what we can come up with moving forward. Once again, do hit the like button if you can, guys. And now I am all good to go. It's saying I am live, so that's a good thing. All right, so as always, let's start with GJ, and we'll do the analysis on gold. We'll also do the analysis on EU and NAS at some point into the stream. So without further ado, starting on the weekly. Why does it keep saying I'm not live? Just bear with me, guys, for one moment. I just want to sort this out. Frustrating. All right. Okay, so starting on the weekly time frame, and GJ is forming a bearish candle. So we do have a high low, high high to the previous. But looking at this candle would suggest to me that we are likely to continue and actually close bearish. So I'll be looking to see where we potentially could form a resistance within the current weekly candle to continue to head back down. Doesn't mean that we can't flip back bullish, but just off what I'm currently seeing, I think there is a high probability we'll finish closing the candle a bearish candle. Also, based off that previous daily candle, very strong bearish candle, bearish engulfing. We are technically still bullish in structure though. Current candle pulling back quite significantly into the previous daily candle. So based off the current candle, what I'd be looking for is to see where potentially price could pull back to, and on the minor time frame to form a support if we are to head back up and continue to break our own high, potentially pulling back up to fill yesterday's strong bearish candle. And that would start to suggest to me that maybe the weekly will end up flipping back bullish. So until I have that sort of scenario play out, which we won't obviously have it until tomorrow, confirmation tomorrow, if so, then that would probably give me an indication that maybe we will end up closing the weekly candle back bullish. So technically we are bullish, a lot of strength within the current candle to the upside. Just going to mark in the current candle's high. Not going to bother the low just now because we're far off it. I want to see what we've got just above the high. So it looks pretty clean to the left above that level. It's just a recent resistance form on the 4-hour. 4-hour, we do actually remain bullish in structure. However, what we are doing is creating lower high, lower low. Tapping into support to the left, rejecting with counter probabilities now to the downside. So that could give us potential options to sell it. So just going to mark in the resistance at the current daily candle's high. Going to mark in support lower down. So all right, so that's the range on the 4-hour that we're currently in. Going to mark in resistance a little bit higher up too. So we've got some clean traffic to the left above the current daily candle's high. Now structurally we are technically bearish though on the 30 minutes. So we've got the 4 hours as bearish, we've got the 30 minute as, no sorry, 4 hours bullish, 30 minute as bearish. We've got the daily as bullish and weekly as bearish. So the bias is currently neutral at the moment. So therefore, I'm looking at different confluences that I could gather to look for both the buy and sell options. So first of all, for the buys, what we've done within the current daily candle is we formed a support, create a high, currently pulling back and rejecting the resistance. But at present, if we do form a support just here, what we've done is obviously create a higher low. And if we do end up retesting the current daily candle's high, popping above that level, we have some clean traffic to the left. So at that point there, I would definitely look to entertain potential buy options above 195, 760 roughly. I want to wait to see a nice closure above that level and wait for the tap in and look for my buy confirmation if that was to present. So that's the most immediate option in my opinion for the buys. Now, as for the sellers, we do, like I said before, we do have 4-hour counter probabilities to the downside. We've also got the M30 structure being bearish. So could this just be another lower high? And could we come back down to break the support, which looks like we're potentially forming in the next 16.5 or so minutes? So if that is to be the case, then I'll be looking for a potential sell below that level of support. If price does begin to pop below it, close below it, we do have some clean traffic to the left. Can't quite mark in the zone just yet because the current candle is still open, so we've not yet confirmed support. So obviously I won't be confirmed until the candle closes. But I'm looking for obviously a bit of structure to form up to this resistance. As soon as we form that support, start to pop below it, we've got some clean traffic to the left. I will look to take my sell option back down towards the current daily candle's low. So I'm just going to put sells back below this resistance. Price does pull up to that level. Now, further sell options, if it does just begin to melt, I'm not going to chase it just now. I want to see it exhaust, form a support, and then look for a similar type of sell option as price begins to pop below, break below that support. So at this stage, that is what I'm looking at. I'm just waiting to see. Obviously there's no rush. So I'm basically sells below the current daily candle's high, buys above it. And if price does just begin to melt and we respect the current daily candle's low, then I would also look for my potential buy options above that level. So that is quite simply it on GJ. Hopefully it's a bit cleaner than yesterday. Yesterday I didn't really give anything on stream. Further sell options below 193.20. I've only got this bearish candle wick, so I'm not too concerned by that. It's actually quite clean to the left of that. So I'm just going to focus on, at this stage though, the potential sells if we do continue to reject the current daily candle's high, and that is GJ, guys. And we can move on to have a quick look at gold. Actually, link works fine. Nice one. Thank you for that confirmation. All right, so let's take a look at gold, guys. Let me just clear some of this. That's a change in music, by the way, because we did get a warning in yesterday's music. I thought it'd be too good to be true. All right, so taking a look at gold, and current weekly is forming a bearish candle. You could almost argue it's a weak bearish candle now, though. It has got a lower high, lower low to the previous. So once again, this would suggest to me that I'd be looking for pullbacks to be met by resistance on the minor time frames to potentially take a sell back down towards the current weekly candle's low. There is no need to pull up and break the current weekly candle's high. I'm not going to mark it in, actually. It's quite a distance away at the moment. So we have a lower high, lower low. We really have no need to do so, though. Looking at the daily, we do remain bullish in structure. The previous daily actually closed back quite a strong bullish candle. I'm just going to mark in the high of that candle. Feel if we begin to break above it, there's going to be options to look for buys, and if we remain below it, then there's going to be options to look for potential sells. So we're currently respecting that previous daily candle's high. We had former minor support within the current daily candle. We'd pulled back up to create the upper wick. We've rejected below that previous daily candle's high, and now approaching our support yet again. So there could be potential sell options below that level. We'll just have to wait and see what we got once we go through the time frame. So the 4 hour, structurally, we are bearish. Create a lower low just here. At present, we've created a lower high as well. So, and broken below the previous. Having said that, there will be no need to really pull back up and break our own high. So we have a lower high, lower low. So let's just mark in the high of the current 4 hour candle. Also mark in a low, and we'll see what we've got below that level there. So we're technically bearish in structure. with counter probabilities to the downside. I'm marking the high for the time being. That's just levels I'm going to mark. You know, we'll see what we've got once we go down to the M30. So above the previous daily counters high, here we will continue, but however, it's not the cleanest to the left. So for that buy option, I'd probably rather see a nice strong closure above, up through some of this shit to the left, then pull back to form a support above that previous daily counters high to look for more probable buy options, in my opinion. So that will require waiting for price to create its first impulse out of the current range to the upside. That is the more probable scenario. We'll wait and see though what we've got. Once we approach that level of there, we can potentially get in just on a counter closure above. All right, so that's the 4-hour high. Nothing really above it for me, so I'm going to remove that now. All right, so we've got a support within the current daily, yesterday's candle. Towards the end of yesterday's candle, we formed a support here on the M30. Now, we are technically bullish on the M30 time frame. So that is, so we're neutral, the bias is neutral as well on gold here today. So looking at it, and with the daily candle, yesterday's candle closing back strong bullish, at this rate, seeing we are close to that support, if price was to pop down and give us our catalyst within price action at that support around that 20, really above 2308, and I could look for my potential buys to take it back up towards the current daily candle sign. Just played a range, just played it between a 30-minute support, 4-hour resistance. That to me will make perfect sense to look for the buy lower down. Sells, obviously, if we do reject and continue to respect that previous daily candles high, once again, I'll just be playing a range and looking for my sell options to take it back down towards the current daily candles low. Now, if we just begin to consolidate now prior to London Open and form a support, we could get some cheeky little sell options in anticipation of price will pull back to retest that 23.010, 23.09, 23.08 sort of level. So I'm not discounting buys, sells below the current daily candles low. I just want to see how we react. I'm not going to take it on impulse just now. I'm looking at this, and that was probably the potential option based off that bearish engulfing candle, which I was not on the chart for. So wait and see. Would almost have an interruption candle play if this candle closes very strong bearish below the bullish candle's low, but we'll see, guys. So that is gold. Hopefully it makes sense. Further sell options below the support form and towards the end of yesterday's daily candle closure. That support formed at 23.0714. We do have some clean traffic to the left hand side. If price was to continue bullish, what we should be doing is respecting levels of support we have formed on the way up. So therefore, if we begin to pop a lot, there's a high probability we will correct down further towards 23 flat would be a target if that was to be the case. So that is gold for me. Hopefully that makes sense. Alright, focus for me today. DJ's just kind of consolidating at the moment. So likely to be gold, but we'll wait and see. There's still a lot of water to go under the bridge, so in the meantime, let's take a look at good old GU. What is it doing today? Alright, starting once again at the weekly. So we do have a strong bullish candle, high, low, high, high to the previous. I just know what to think about that. Looking for support to form on the 9 time frames. Eventually retest the high. The previous daily closed back bullish. Structure wise, we are bearish though. Current candle has formed a lower wick, formed an upper wick. Let's see what we've got below the low. And above the high, we're running into that previous daily candle's high. I'm just going to mark in the high of that previous daily candle and see what we've got above that level. Onto the 4-hour. So we are technically bullish on the 4-hour. Not a great deal of volume though, the current level. We're just exhausting. Could potentially come up further. There is still room for it to come up towards that 125.630 sort of level. I'll be marking that in. You're also marking in the most recent level of support around that 124.80, and that's the range on the 4-hour time frame. On City M30, and that is also bullish. So the bias is fully bullish on GU. Bias is flip bullish. Having said that, doesn't mean I'm necessarily interested in buying it at the current level. Reason being is, first of all, we're just consolidating. Second of all, you're running straight into that resistance formed at yesterday's candle's high. Above that level, you got some pretty choppy traffic to the left. So similar to gold, I'd want to see it make a clean move up, pull back, almost support above, and then I start to trust the buy options above yesterday's candle's high. So that to me would make more sense. As for the buys, now as for the sells, so just a trickle at the moment. We're slowly creeping up with form levels of support. It doesn't really become clean. I'm gonna go down to the 15. What's that look like on a 30? Same level. So for me, what I'd prefer to see if we were to continue to the downside, first of all, respect the previous daily candle side. Exact same sort of scenario as gold. Begin to break the support formed at the current daily candles open, which is just above the current, yeah, so around the open, so just above the current daily candles low, form that support. If we begin to populate support, what we're likely going to do is come back down, create a low within the daily candle, and we've got some margin to take it back down towards 124.930. So for me, I'd be looking for sells below that support on GU. Potential buys above it if it does make a clean move down and you get some clean price action. Yes, I would potentially look for a buy. And obviously further sell options if we do reject that previous daily candles high. So the analysis is identical to gold basically on GU. And that is what I would be looking at. So nothing on gold right now, nothing on GJ. And we've got 6 minutes left of the current candle, so enough time to quickly look at NAS and get that out of the way. So off the back of FOMC yesterday, NAS pushed to the upside. Not sure why, to be honest. Seeing the news did come out as likely to be a hold in interest rates, which I would assume would scare the actual markets, and people would be more risk off. It since came right back down not long after. So anyway, let's do the analysis moving forward. So it is forming a strong bearish candle within the current weekly candle. We'll be looking to see where we could potentially pull back to form that resistance. Onto the daily. Previous daily close with a long wick to the upside. Current daily wouldn't really need to pull back too far for was to continue bearish. We don't have a low wick, so I'm just going to mark in the low of the current daily candle. We are technically bearish in structure on NAS on the daily. So we've got weekly bearish, daily bearish, 4-hour structure. Is also technically bearish on this particular chart. So bias is going to be to the downside. I'm going to mark in the most recent resistance, which is at the highs. I'm marking the support. Just broken resistance at the support. Currently pulling back. There's very little volume. I'm marking a zone on the 30-minute time frame, and that looks to be technically bullish. We have respected that the support formed on that big move to the upside. So the bias is still bearish, but with the 30-minute bullish, very little volume within the current daily candle. When I see it consolidating as is with very little volume, I'm less likely to look for that first move out of the consolidation. Well, I never look for the first move out of consolidation, but what I rather see really is for price to, first of all, show me which way it wants to move. So if it's going to reject this level, looking to see what levels of support we've got just below it for price to potentially head back down and towards the current and previous daily candles low. Sorry. Now, similar to for the buys, I wanted to make a nice clean move, strong catalyst, strong candle closure above, then look for that pullback to retest that zone. Potentially look for them buy above the current daily candles high. So very simple on NAS. Need to wait for it to choose what it wants to do, because right now there is absolutely zero volume on it. As for levels of support, we're falling within the current daily candle. See what we've got in the 15. If we can clean this up a bit, that's pretty much just it right there. There's much I can do with it. So I would say if price begins to pop below, because at that point we're rejecting the current daily candles high, we begin to pop below 17,422.90. There could be some sell options, take it back down towards the current daily candles low and potentially retest the previous daily candles low as well. So the bias is still to the downside. That is what I'd be looking at on NAS. And once I do start to do the NY streams, guys, like I said, it'll be on Discord. So if you haven't joined, I've opened up the free Discord channel. Link is in the description below. I may do a live NY stream this evening. Mine's more today, this evening for me. But it's only for the guys in the Discord. So it's for free. So do join up. I'm not going to stream it live on YouTube. So it's the only way you'll be able to join. I'll do a Zoom call. So I do suggest joining if you have not done so already. And guys, feel free to chat away. Get to know each other. Feel free to send in analysis. Let us know how you're going. Ask questions. So just quickly show it while we wait because there's not much going on. So this is the free Discord. This is the free section. I've got market analysis. I've done some pretty thorough top-down analysis on 4 pairs today. Got the fundamentals section. So it's a little bit about the news and what certain things mean and how we can look to trade it as well, that type of thing. You know, if things come out positive, what it means for the US dollar and so on and so forth. I've got a crypto section. I posted some analysis on Bitcoin in that. You guys are welcome to chat away in that. Let us know what crypto holdings you have or if there's any coins you're looking at. And there's even a section for stocks. If anyone does invest and is keen to share their thoughts, feel free to do so. So I do have a VIP section which isn't open yet, but it includes educational stuff. Some of it's from YouTube, some of it's stuff that no one actually has access to yet at all. I don't even have it in the course just yet. The course I will be adding to the Discord as well. I've just slowly started to upload some of the videos from it. There will be signals for the VIP group eventually as well. Yeah, and the NY streams will be only for VIP eventually. So that is the Discord, guys. Once again, do join it if you have not done so. It is for free right now, so there will always be a free section as well. And I will try to remain as active as possible within it. In the meantime, guys, Saxy, good morning to you, brother. Lau, good morning as always. Leon, good morning, mate. Possible entry in gold if it retests to 1718. Is there a pause? Is there? Zoom out here. Yeah, potentially. I'm not as keen on those sort of entries though, to be honest. I'd rather see the impulse then this candle wipe out that pause just there, which I hadn't done, and we've only done so recently, and then look for I prefer to look for it to happen all within like maybe an hour or, you know, 2 hours, definitely within 1 4-hour candle. I'm not as keen by, I'd be more keen by if one if we get one that presents shortly. So if we have a candle closing back strong below the most recent pause candle, then that could be a potential limit order sell at pretty much the current level, but that requires at least 14.5 minutes to wait to see how this candle closes. How's the elevator music? Hope you guys are all good with it. Zaxy, thanks. I think we're smart. Archer, good morning to you, brother. Duresco, I hope you're well. Man Vic, 3k. I'm in a loss, $110 in gold longs, $77 in AU short, plus 77 in EUA, sorry. What was the entry on gold? I might even post some swing trades into the Discord too. Ian, good morning to you, my friend. Franco, good morning to you. Hope you enjoyed your holiday yesterday, public holiday. Pull back to 17, 18. Give us a better entry. It'll give us more margin, that's for sure. So Bitcoin actually tapped right into a level I marked in yesterday, if you guys remember, at this level on the 4 hour. And so far it's respecting it, bouncing off that level. So if it breaks the previous daily candles low, and Bitcoin, in my opinion, is coming down towards 50k, 51k. This right now on GJ is crap. Yeah, focus will be gold yet again. Franco, you did? Nice one. So no trade to me after the stream yesterday. I was absolutely buggered, didn't even bother to look at the charts, didn't do an MY update. Yeah, it's no point with the news, so much of it about, and it still is a lot to come. NFP tomorrow, so that's gonna be a big one. So the markets may be a little bit quiet until then, but once again, I'm a scalper. I'm not in it for long a trade, so still definitely could be options. Gold right now, or gold right now breaking the support. Think of that. All right, guys, just kind of missed an entry. Who knows what I'm talking about right now? Where's this candle done just here? And it's all good. I'm not stressed because I didn't even focus. I wasn't even focused on it. But what does this candle suggest to me? Yes, it's bullish, but it's a weak bullish candle. Anyone hazard a guess as to what I'm thinking? Why there could have been an entry? Exact same sort of thing happened here. We took an entry, it was yesterday's entry based on that. We're taking plenty of entries on stream based on that type of scenario. Pause, Franco. Yep, it's definitely a pause. But what's this pause created? Is what I'm getting at. What is this pause candle created within the down leg, the impulse to the downside? Franco, you got it right. Exactly. Support. It's created support. So, and it's a weak support. So, seeing it's weak support, that would, in accordance to my course, my playbook, that would mean impulse entries would have been valid. That's all good. I wasn't focused on it, so it is what it is. Need to wait patiently. We could get the option if the 15 closes below, strong below the bullish candle's low. Looks like it would have been a pretty quick trade, in and out for about 10. And also in the future, guys, the Zoom links will only be sent into the Discord. I'll stop sending them into YouTube chat because it's actually quite dangerous for me to do so. In case someone does something stupid on the stream. Once again, I've had a shithouse sleep, guys, so pretty bugging. But yeah, so there's the link, guys. Feel free to join. But once again, you know the rules. If you do join, please make sure you're watching on another device so I don't lose viewers. And make sure to behave. J Rimpong, what is my TP on what? I'm not in anything right now, to be honest, man. Which actually I should remove the trades taken. That was from yesterday. Frankly, I think it's better to wait for actual 15-minute candle close due to Frankfurt market open. If M15 closes below support, an entry sell could play out. Yeah, there's a little bit obviously of the volatility popping in with Frankfurt open just now, so it's giving it a bit of a push to the downside. So yeah, I see your point. Yeah, see how it goes. Alrighty guys, so how's the week been? How are we going? Fill me in, let me know. Been a pretty solid week on my end. Only taking a trade is taken on stream. Gold pulling back, that's all good, not a problem just yet. Thank you for the sub. GJ dropping. Yeah, still no confirmation. That isn't, I know it looks okay, weak pause, you got a bearish candle after it, but for me it's nothing because it's still essentially consolidating. There's not enough there, it's just that ready in my opinion to continue. So I'd rather miss this first move down, wait for it to set up again. Now I'd be looking to see if we do in fact get that pause, and if we do so, now I'm definitely going to be interested in looking for my sell option. So right now this is what I'd be looking for in GJ. It's good that it's made a bit of a move down, and now if we get a 15-minute creepy in to close back bullish only to be engulfed on the following candle or maybe a couple candles later, then I'll be looking for my sell option based off that little pause play. So good to see it's finally breaking. You don't always have to be in the first move. Good day, James. How are you, mate?
Hey, champ. Very well. How are you?
Good, mate. All good. All good. Missed a little cheeky option on gold. Wasn't paying attention, but all good.
On the break of that support?
Yeah. Yeah, it dropped about 14-15 pips, I think. It's now bouncing back up. Actually, if this closes bullish engulfing, that could be a buy option. Issue will be give me quite a way stop loss. I kind of feel like it's best to wait for the 30-minute. Swing golf. So, I don't know, we'll see where we're at. Be looking at
What's
anything.
the overall bias on gold?
Overall bias is to the downside.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's actually, no, it's neutral. Apologies, it is, and it's currently neutral.
Two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you looking at anything on GU or pretty rank at the moment?
I'm definitely looking at sells below 2517. The buys are
Yep.
buys are tricky. There's just there are levels all over the place.
Yeah, agreed.
I think I'm only really looking at those sells below 2517.
Yep. Have you had a chance to check out the Discord, mate?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Nice one.
I joined it about 10 minutes ago.
Nice one.
Yeah.
It's gold breaking. Be about a 40 pip stop loss based off the 15-minute. And it's pushing still just now, so it's like we're probably going to miss it. The thing of gold is we're only 15 minutes into candle, and it can definitely make the move, but it's already pushed about 40 pips, so how far can it continue to push? And again, it can push right up to 23, 21, but it's about being comfortable in a trade. So you gotta ask yourself right now, would you be comfortable in taking it in the next M15 when essentially it is just consolidating on the 15? So what my intuition is saying to me is just be a little bit more patient, wait for the 30. If it makes the move and makes the move, you've got options further up for a potential rejection sell. So I'm a little bit hesitant to look for it. Yeah. The tricky one. It's a nice closure above. The only thing I reckon you'd get away with right now is waiting for it to create decent low wick and using that as a stop loss. I just don't feel comfortable having a 40 plus pip stop loss based off the 15-minute time frame. By the time you enter, it will literally be about 41 pips. I think I'm going to wait. It looks good. I think it is valid, guys, but it's just the stop loss. Stop loss is to me a little bit off-putting. Current candle has definitely not made a deep enough lower wick to use that as a stop loss. I think I'm going to chill until the 30-minute. We do have a liquidity grab though. We did break the low of the previous, so we have no need to pull back up and break the high of the previous, which we have done. So therefore, that could suggest that we'll just grab liquidity from the downside. As soon as we broke above that candle, we'll likely continue to the upside. Yeah, I just don't feel there's enough confluences to buy it right now. 5-minute looks the best. By far, it looks the best time frame. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. When in doubt, don't take it because you're not comfortable, you're not confident with it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna patiently wait for the 30 minutes to close and see where we're at. Let's see if GJ will now give us a little bit of a pause on the 15. Still around that level. So we could get options on GJ. It's going to be the closure of the 30. If this closes a weak pause, then we could potentially look for a sell on the following candle because we're going to have a 30-minute strong bearish candle closure. So within this 30-minute candle, we're going to have potentially a minor support form on the 15-minute time frame. So if price was to create upper wick and begin to break the 15-minute support form within the current 30, would provide options to sell it. And this is fine. If it pulls back just now, creates a bit of an upper wick, not a problem at all. Does look like it's about to pop gold, doesn't it? Yeah, there she goes. You probably have about 7-8 pips on the table, so be careful with it. Probably gets break even. But I'm not in it just now, so all good. Dorisco, that's what I was thinking. 5. Okay, that's stupid emoji things in a way. It's a 5-minute.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Yeah, the 5-minute looked good. 5-minute definitely looked really good. Oh, that's all good. Not to worry. So I'm just going to be looking to see if price does project from higher up just now. So the focus could now be on GJ. 4-hour barely out top wick 2. Does it pull back to create one? Yeah, still doesn't really have one, does it? Yeah, I could see it. I don't know. Something was telling me just to wait a bit. That's fine. Sometimes your intuition will save you. Sometimes you may miss a move, but it's all good. It's all part of it. You know, stress it. Just wait for things to once again form in the manner you want it to form. And that's all. That's all it is. That's what trading's about. Sexy. That's it. Plenty more to come. So we wait and see. By the way, guys, do feel free to invite others into the Discord as well. Let people know that we are open. Want to build a strong community in there, so see if I have the energy to do a NY stream this evening. Had another shit sleep in anticipation I was going to hear that noise again. You become so used to being disturbed by a certain noise or whatever that you just think it's going to happen, so you're waiting for it to happen and then you just can't sleep.
Your plan with the Discord then? Apologies if you've already explained it, but is it what's the difference between the free one and the VIP one?
Well, at the moment the VIP is not ready. It's not up and running. The VIP, you'll get heaps of educational videos as well. The New York streams will be for VIPs as well.
So is that the VIP? Is that people you're coaching?
Yeah, and basically I'll open up a membership as well. So waiting for to be happy that the website's complete. Once that is ready, probably sometime this month, then I'll open up the VIP section. So there'll be NY streams, there'll be a lot more educational content, there'll be a lot more detail with analysis and that as well. Get analysis for the most part for 2 sessions, maybe Asian session from time to time as well, but I'm assuming most of you don't trade it. Yeah, just a whole lot more. Got ideas for the future.
On groups we've been on before, it's quite useful for people to share their own analysis and get feedback from other people as well.
Yeah, exactly. So I definitely encourage in the free section for people to do that. You can do that in just the community chat. You're welcome to send in analysis, and that's another section I've got for the VIPs. Everyone to a separate section actually send in analysis and even call trades if they're taking it, just to hold themselves accountable. It's a good way. It's a good way to do so. It's not to show off, and it's not to so people can just jump on your back for whatever reason. But I think it's a way to hold yourself accountable. If you're putting your trades out there, you don't have to do it all the time. It's just, I'd encourage everyone to feel free to do so. But yeah, I will obviously be doing so.
I'm happy to put all of my stuff up, especially I think especially if you're on a funded account. If you're on a personal account, then I understand a bit more. You don't want to tell people those numbers, but if you're on a funded account, all people know is that you spent the whatever it was, 500 quid or £1,000 in the first place to buy the challenge. Everything else from there is
exactly.
Numbers are irrelevant.
But even if it's just a trading view chart with the little entry order, like so, I mean, that's good enough.
I do think the results a good day for if people are struggling when I was struggling to not over trade.
Yeah.
I was sending my results to somebody each month, and that I found that super helpful. Literally a screenshot of my MT5.
Yeah. Holding yourself accountable. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, I think it's a really good way to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Because you don't want to look like a fool if you've done anything stupid, like try to revenge trade and that sort of thing. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's always good to have like a accountability partner. But no, I've got some more plans in that for the VIP group. There'll be a lot going on. Sim sessions and all that as well will be part of it. So a lot still to work out. That's why it's not quite ready. Yeah, it should be good. Should be sometime this month. It's not gonna be easy juggling at all, but to be honest, I probably won't take on any more private coaching, or just individual sessions, maybe instead of full-time private coaching, because I just won't have the time to add people to that, to be honest.
That's got to be less profitable as well than having a group where everybody's paying, I'd have thought.
As far as the return, yeah, probably. Yeah, I'd say so. Look, most of my guys are full-time guys now anyway. Basically, pretty much all. So, but again, it's a difference because I actually go out of my way to help, and all the guys know who I coach. They all know it. Every single one of them know it. Thank you for the sub. Not many viewers. A bit disappointing this week, guys. Not you. You guys are fantastic, but I mean, we've been calling great trades left, right, and center. I won't jinx it, but we haven't taken a loss. Taken 3 wins on stream. Bought some good trades every day, and the viewers are down, which is a little bit disappointing. The last few weeks, I think every Wednesday we've been getting over 1k. Even Thursday we've been getting around 900 to a k. Yesterday it was only like 600 and something views. So you guys can really help me out by once again hitting that like button. So that is that liquidity grab candle, guys, and it's not something I'm as comfortable with, that sort of entry, but it does make sense. As I said before, if you've got a candle breaking the low of a candle and you have a low high, low in the downtrend, and really what it should do is just respect the high of its own candle and that previous candle and continue down. If it begins to break its own high and the previous candle's high, then likely it's just grab liquidity from the downside and it will push to the upside and give you enough to get that, 10, 15, 20 pips or whatever it is. So it's closed bullish. The M30 is closed on GJ. How the 15 close? Closed a bit too strong. So that would suggest to me I need to wait for that closure below. And if it closes significantly below, we've got that pause. I can look for a sell limit order. So once again, if you're in doubt, use the fib. It's closed well above the 50. So that would suggest to me it's a stronger bullish candle, which again takes out the emotion. If it breaks now, it breaks. It's not within my trading rules. So that is fine. It's not a valid entry for me right now. Very simple. You guys can see taking out emotions completely from a whole the strategy and the way I go about my trading. Marcuson, sorry man, I just saw your message in the chat. Trading a funded next competition account. Okay. Hopefully it's going well for you, man. Feel free to say g'day if you want to jump on the microphone. Sean? What's that, man?
I want to know where he is as well.
Yeah, he seems quite busy in the background out and about. But all good, man. You're welcome to...
Where are you, Markinson?
Type it in the Zoom chat or... Sean, g'day to you, my friend. Silent, what I hate is this Uncle Ted and Raja. Yeah. Gold respects clean traffic to gold. On gold, that's all. Gold respects price action only. It can do anything, can't it? it really could do anything. I mean, you prefer it to be within a clean range. I feel it's more probable. But yeah, it's true. Gold, it's best to trade with, I think any pair, to be honest, or any asset class, any asset in general, any currency, whatever it is best to trade based off price action. Even Bitcoin, cryptos as well. But now I'm just waiting on this count's close. If we get that strong bearish candle, we look for a limit order sell on the next 15-minute candle on GJ. Well, I think those guys have been found out to be quite fraudulent, haven't they? Especially the first guy you mentioned. Yo, the tables turned on him, didn't it? What's that, man?
That's a thing to discuss on stream, but it's the latter of the two of those.
Yeah.
Was it? Does anybody know whether it's real or not? Or
yeah, I know.
You do know?
Well, not. Look, I know things. But yeah, it's probably not for the stream. I don't want to say shit. It's not my business to say on the stream, but yeah.
Only because it's just incredible. The results are unbelievable. And they look legitimate. And somebody doesn't understand the back end of how things work.
Yeah, exactly.
With brokers, etc. I.e. me. To me, it looks like all legit. I like what GU's doing.
Do you?
Closing. Right, I want this 30 minutes to close.
I just sent you a message in the Zoom chat, so I'm gonna quickly delete it if anyone else pops on.
No.
Just have a quick look.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
Yeah, through the algo side of things. That's how he knows. So I'll delete it now. All right, GU. What were you talking about to sell?
Markinson's from Ghana. I thought that looked like Africa. That's why I wanted to know where. Yeah. No, I just say I like GU closing back inside where I've got a range drawn, or
just here
drawn. Yeah. It was kind of breaking through, now closing back in below, which I like.
Yeah.
Because above that is just a bit, even where you've got buys above, I agree with you. But if you look a bit further to the left, it's just still...
Yeah, so what I said at start of stream is I wouldn't necessarily just be buying it the close above. I'd like to see the first impulse to the upside. Maybe even tap into the highs, reject, form support above. That's when I buy that level.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just saying, because it does look really choppy to the left as well.
Whereas that range below 2517, whatever it is, just looks really nice.
Yeah, it does look a lot better. Gold moving back up now, so all good. So right now my thoughts on gold is just see how it reacts to 23.21. Now I can draw in a resistance at that level. I can potentially sell it. Does reject. Remaining still within the high of that previous daily candle. So as long as we really remain below 23.20, really 21, I can look for my sell options on this current pullback. Silent, you know what gold does to respect for sure. It's the 20 EMA. Okay, that's why Uncle Ted lost everyone's money and got sued.
Yeah, video analysis in the group. A lot of that. Love to see that.
Video analysis.
Yeah, on your Discord community chat.
Oh yeah, I'll be doing that. That'll be all part of.
I know. I'm saying Leon's done a video analysis.
Oh, Leon.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I've done it. Just started doing video breakdowns instead, as I find it easier to explain trade, and then instead of the YouTube link.
Hold on. In the Discord.
Yeah, that's so good.
Oh, here we go. Yep.
If you get everyone putting video up, like video things on, that's so much value for people, I reckon.
Definitely. Well, it's easier, obviously. So a little bit like what I do for the MY update.
Yeah.
So yeah, good to see there's quite a few of you filtering through. There's already, what, about 25 or so people in the Discord. So nice work, guys. And yeah, do feel free to send in an analysis, even if it's recorded. All right, so I've got just under 6 minutes remaining. I want to see where this candle closes. So far, it's looking good. We could have a valid entry for a sell on the following 15-minute candle. Meantime, guys, I'm quickly gonna duck off for a second, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, I am back. Okay, what have I missed? Check Sammy. Hey man, I lost 200 and now have 15. What should I do? Not easy, my friend. How did you lose it? Were you over leveraging, over risking, over trading? I mean, right now you basically have to start again. So really, all you can now be trading is 1 cent lot, my friend. So just make sure you're following a plan. That's what you need to be doing. Follow the plan. Be very, very careful what you're doing. That's all you need to do right now. There's not much you can do about it. Steve, hope all is well. Love and calm of your stream and with my cup of tea. Nice one. How do I send a chart? Quite simple, man. Just follow my cursor in the right top corner. Click the camera icon. Go to download image. Or sorry, open a new tab. Go to open a new tab. and just copy this code at the end of the link. Copy it and paste it into the chat. Like so. And I'll be able to have a look for you. All right, so GJ is looking decent, guys. I'm just now going to line up a potential order. I'm using obviously my magic keys. I'm just getting them ready. So what I'm currently looking at is stop loss will have to be a fairly wide one based off previous 30. Yeah, it's gonna be too wide. Stop loss just a bit above the 15-minute previous candle. Still going to be quite a wide stop loss. This candle has to close about 5 pips below the low of that bullish candle for it to be valid. Otherwise, there still could be an option, but it'd be based off the engulfing just pause candle without looking for the interruption, because if it doesn't close significantly enough below, you could potentially look to enter as it breaks the low of the previous. It does have a high, lower low, lower high on the M30. So let me see. We'll look for that limit order. Want it to close minimum 5 pips below. Right now it's not even closing below. Yeah, it's not gonna tick the box just now, so it's all good. I'm gonna wait.
Hey, wait for GU. It's looking good.
Wow, nice rejection on GU. Yeah, so it's not valid. Not valid, guys. I don't like that closure at all. I wouldn't even take it if it breaks the low, to be honest. It's got no upper wick as well just yet on the 30-minute, so I'm just gonna wait. Waiting on a GJ. It didn't tick the box. Obviously it didn't close below, it didn't engulf. So nothing on GJ. Gold is retracing, rejecting. So could there be gold options at the open? One thing is though, stop loss could be an issue yet again. Shake Semi, can I look gold? Is it bullish or bearish? Well, right now I'd probably prefer looking for a potential sell, but I mean, it doesn't mean it couldn't provide for potential buy options lower down. Because you always got to plan for both scenarios, in my opinion. Tony, good morning to you. Love new Discord. Cheers, my friend. Silent, how do we say an analysis? What, again, just clicking the camera icon above. Open a new tab, then copy and paste the end of the code, send it into the YouTube chat. You can also send it into the Discord. Steve, you're on Steve Trader. Oh, really? I'm not too sure how to go about that. And then, unless you want to send it into the Discord and I can pull up for you. Okay, gold also looking good. Nice one. That's from our friend in the Zoom chat. Oh, I just saw your message, man. Josh, good morning to you, man. Hope you've join the Discord, free Discord group already. If you have not done so, make sure to do so. The link is down below in the description for that. Who's there? Hello, sir. I just joined. Please let me know your plan on gold today. Well, right now, I'm looking to see how this candle closes. We just form a support, creating serious lower highs, lower lows. If we begin to close below this support, if I do have the margin, I may consider a sell at the open. Still got 30 odd pips until the low. So we'll just see where we're at come London Open. And GJ, right now, same scenario applies. I wanted to close significantly below the bullish candle's low, and still could also get that potential sell limit option at London Open as well. Steve, I sent you an invite. I'm pretty sure I sent you an invite on Discord. So check out your Discord, man. It's yeah, it's sort of open up the free group. It's currently about 20 odd people in there. I may do a surprise MY session this evening, maybe this evening my time. I'm up bloody early tomorrow though, so I don't know how I'm gonna cope. I'm gonna be buggered, but still. Markinson, what's up, man? I can see you've got your hand up. I'm not sure you've done that by accident. Josh, you just got back from work. Bear with me, but I'm not staying. All good, man. Steve, just seen it now, mate. Don't know why Discord not notify me of messages. All good, man. Alright, so if gold just bounces right now, then what we're doing is essentially just consolidating, so there is no clear direction in price action. That would just require me to wait for, once again, price to move to an area I would consider getting involved in, and waiting for my catalyst to form. There'd be nothing for me at the open. So right now I'd be focused on GJ. Where can you copy the link? Markinson. You're talking about for Discord? I'll send a link into the chat right now, or into the YouTube chat. So the Powell came out and said basically that inflation is proving more stubborn to control than what they first thought. So what that suggests is they're not going to really cut interest rates anytime at all soon. So I would feel that, you know, that'd be bad for stocks. So Nas might, off the back of it, might come down a bit. Should be good for US dollar. Obviously, if they're not going to intend on cutting rates anytime soon. There is talk that they may even raise rates as well. If what I'm hearing today is still, they're not ruling out possibility of an increase. That's how it is here in Oz too. They've already come out and said, don't be surprised if there are a few increases after the rest of the year. So interesting times.
Yeah, I feel like everyone beginning of this year just assumed that throughout this year the rates would get up massively, and then they just haven't. Correct.
Yep. And it just hasn't.
I've spoken to people separately trading, but in other industries where it's relevant, and saying, people said to me in January, February, oh yeah, I don't want to do this deal because I'm expecting 5 or 6 rate cuts this year.
Yep.
Down to kind of 2-3%.
It's not happening. Yeah, that's a totally different story. But I mean, it's not good for those with, you know, loans and that type of thing. But having said that, this is pretty much the mean interest rate. I mean, if you look back historically, interest rates have always been like, but that was just crazy when they got down to basically zero in a lot of the big economies around the world. So
I suppose everyone gets used to it then.
yeah, that's the thing. They get used to it and they complain when it goes up. And I understand if you've got a family and, you know, you're paying off a mortgage and that. It's not easy. But it's reality. They're never going to remain that low forever. It's just, it doesn't work because obviously they're printing too much cash as well, which also does nothing good to curb inflation, things like that. So it's too much exuberance in the stock market and that as well. That was obviously Nasdaq was just at record highs recently.
It's annoying for us because it means all of our Lambo monthly payments go up.
Well, that's it. Exactly. So we just got to increase on the rent for our warehouse with a family business as well. So it's just, it's across the board. We don't own our warehouse, so we rent it. It's just easier. Definitely own our house though, but not the warehouse. Silent, what does cracker mean in Aussie? Is it slang? I hear you say it a lot. Cracker means just like it's quality. If I say it's a cracker entry or cracking trade, it means it's a quality trade. It's like basically slang for quality or perfection, that type of thing. RR, good morning to you. They said they won't be raising again. Pause until the data shows them to cut. Yeah, that's what he said. But what I've heard today is that they're coming out and saying, well, not necessarily the Fed, but some more astute analysts, if there are such a thing, have come out and said that there are possibilities that rates could actually increase as well. Daniel Man, good day to you, and thank you for joining the Discord. I mean, apart from Ben, who is pretty much a boss man as well, so apart from him, you were the first guy to join. So thank you. Obviously, the time probably suits you when everyone else is likely asleep. You're at the airport? Way too early. Yeah. What is it now? Like 1 AM or something? Where are you off to, buddy? Steve, Discord says I don't have permission to view pages. You might be clicking on the wrong section, so I'll quickly bring it up.
Oh, I thought my flight was at 4 AM, but it's actually at 7.
Oh, that sucks. That's hard, man. That is tough.
It's a long night.
That is. Oh man. Yeah. So Steve, just make sure you follow my cursor. Make sure you're in this section, the free members section. The VIP is not open yet. There is actually no one in there. It's not open for business just yet. So this is the community chat under the free section. You should be able to see all that. All right, we have just under 4 minutes remaining until London Open. DJ, possibly for a sell. Gold, possibly for a sell. The 30-minute could be closing bearish engulfing. But either way, what I want to see is some upper wicks. What you could do on gold is stop loss above the current M15 high. 30 minutes is going to be way too wide. The issue with that is there is going to be volatility coming in, obviously, with session open. So it would create a deeper pullback, like once it triggers you in. If it doesn't have a deep enough upper wick, it still could pull back, and it may just tag you out if you got your stop loss above the 15. So if I was to look at gold, I'd probably have it maybe just at the open of the previous bearish candle, the stop loss, just to give it a little bit more of a wider berth, and I can begin to manage it as well bit easier that way. What do I prefer? Let's look at the hourly. Really nice strong closure at GJ. Gold looks pretty good on the hourly. Continue down. So gold has to close below 23.12715. Oh, let me look into 30. Yeah, that is the 30-minute low. I want GJ just to pop down a little bit more, and I think GJ is likely the better option. So, yeah. Doesn't look great in the 15, but the 30 does look quite clean. Oh, you're flying back to the States for a week? Nice one, brother. You heard Mexico starting to deport Americans with expired visas? Cracking down. Do watch Border Security. The US version, which is on Sunday evenings here while I make dinner. It's the only time I really watch TV. Alright, what I prefer. Sorry guys, coming down towards the countdown. I think gold looks better. GJ is still lacking the volume right now. So I'm definitely going to wait for an upper wick. Seeing its session open. If it closes out its low, it doesn't necessarily need one though. But I prefer for it to have one. I'd be more comfortable if it had one. So I'm just going to potentially line up gold. Gold looking like a cracker sell-off, you're not wrong. That's exactly right. It's a great way to use that word, my friend. Want it to close a little bit lower down though. 15's exhausting a bit. It's still below the bodies of the left though, of the candles to the left, which is a good thing. So it's not a bad closure. Just want to see what happens if we create the upper wick. We're not currently doing. So what wouldn't be a bad thing just now if it pops down, actually just briefly breaks the low of the previous candle and then pops back up to create upper wick. Then I would be definitely looking for a sell. I'm not going to chase it if it breaks the low without the upper wick just now though. I'd rather just miss it because there is a chance it could still pull back to create that upper wick. So this is alright. This is not bad. I want it to now pull back and create upper wick. Also, I'll set a sell stop below the low of the previous M30. BJ just appears to be lacking the volume, to be honest. That closure on 15 that's just terrible. Yeah, so definitely focused on gold. Oh, this is better. This is what we want to see. Creates upper wick, and if it breaks its own low again, breaking low of the previous, we'll look for a potential sell. So I'm looking at around 23.1240. And that's where I've got a stop loss, just at the open of the previous candles. The good thing is, if it does begin to flip again and break its own low, easy way to manage this, you can straight away move your stop loss to the entry candle's high. Because if it does, see, it has pulled back to create that upper wick. If it does break its own low again and break the low of the previous, it has no need to pull back up and break its own high yet again. So therefore, your stop loss should be safe at that point there. Mark's need a giveaway for 5,000 prop firm challenge account or funded account. I probably will do one soon in the future. I want to do some different giveaways, guys. So obviously the course is one of them, the PDF version. I would consider giving away a funded challenge account. So yeah, so you just got to make sure to join all the different groups, the Discord, follow me on all the different social media outlets as well. You got some pretty in-depth analysis today if you have joined a Discord in the market analysis section under the free group. So I'm not in yet, obviously, guys. Oh, GJ's melting as well, isn't it? Of course. So typical, isn't it? It's only right on it for a second. It's only back on it for a second and it's melting. I just didn't trust the volume at all. I mean, I would have wanted that to close stronger, that bearish candle, followed by that weak pause. I would have taken it, but yeah, it is what it is, all good. Right now, still focused on potential gold sells. Franco, I'm in a gold sell at the rebreak of the M30 and 15 low at 23.1353. $1353. I'm not sure if that was a message from maybe 5-10 minutes ago. I haven't checked the chat for a while, but yeah, just be careful of it. Steve, if I've done it right, it should be in there. Forgive me, and all good. Not used to all this Discord and stuff. All good. All good, my friend. I was the same a few years back. Can you give away an Apple Mac Pro? I know Justin's born. I can't give away that. Not just yet. Would love to in the future though. You closed the. Oh, okay. It was 9 pips. That's all right. So well managed. Well done. And GJ is bouncing back up.
So classic, isn't it?
It is a drop, and that's quite a significant move. It doesn't look it, but below that previous bullish candle's low. I mean, 18 pips in no time, and it's pulled all the way back up. I mean, it still could potentially provide an interruption candle sell limit entry, potentially. This candle closes pretty much as is, still got 9.5 minutes remaining. And it could be an option to look for the sell on GJ. At what point won't I trust gold? Well, if it's coming down towards the last few minutes of the 15, then I'm likely just to wait for the 15 to close. And then see where we're at. If it's a weak bullish closure, maybe put it back on the table. The hourly in the M30 looked so much better than 15 on gold.
Jeez.
That's right, support.
I was sure it was going to give me that close below, and then it just stopped.
Stall. What are the odds now? It just bounces straight back up.
Did that yesterday, just bounced off a support level, and then for the rest of the day, or for the rest of the morning at least, just straight up. Yeah, yeah, those two.
Yeah, I think all the majors were very similar. All right, sorry guys, I'll stop flicking through. What have I missed? This much heart is there. And a free. All right, let me quickly take a look at that. Okay, this is this. I think this could be the volume indicator I was talking about yesterday. It looks very similar. And you can see what I mean. Like the areas of consolidation is where you have the biggest build up in volume. So you're looking for pull back to that area, that horizontal. Okay, and that's the middle of that consolidation. I understand what you mean. Breakout wick fill. Okay. Yeah, I get this. And you're using an indicator, which is fine. And there's nothing wrong with it. I just choose not to use them. But I understand this analysis, so nice one. Let's see. Hopefully, it works out for you. Good to see some of you sending in analysis and that too. So good work. All right, gold flipping. Still got my order in, guys. And the good thing is, once again, I've got my stop loss at this point here. Straight away, I can manage this trade. As soon as it gets triggered in, I can move it to the entry candle's high. Has no need to pull back and break that candle's high if it was to break low of the previous. So I've just been triggered in. I'm just going to move my stop loss just above the entry candle. Oops. There we go. It's pumping, guys. 3.7. All right, get ready to secure.
Yeah.
There we go. I've closed partial, so I just had 10. And that's an easy win. You got 10, I'm at break even. How quick was that, guys? That's how we roll.
Love to see it.
That's how we roll, guys. Hit the like button. Tell me you took it. It was that quick. And I still think there are not enough people who give me the respect within this industry because there are not enough watching me. There's a lot on other streams. And I mean, this is just how we roll, guys. We wait patiently, we analyze, we're so calm about our trading. We don't get FOMO. We missed a potential early move on gold. All good. Missed a potential sell on GJ at the open. All good. Got our move. So I'm at break even. Job done. Well done. W's in the chat, please. That would be great. Put some bloody respect on the name. That's it. Appreciate it. It's been like that all week, guys. Just been very calm, cool, calm, collected, following the analysis, watching gold melt, and look at this baby go. 18 pips. So well done. I think that deserves a like, guys. 52 on stream, 26 likes. Gold, a W. So I had a decent entry on it. I'm going to close another half at about 15. Nice work. So plus 10, 15. I'm just going to put 15. Larry, close full. Nice one. Yeah, it's almost that support. So seeing I've closed now 75% of the trade, I'm just going to let go. But yeah, so let me know who got involved in that one. It was a quick one, but we had plenty of time to set it up. But once it triggered in, it was pretty instant to CP1. So Larry, you got it. Nice one. Sean, nice one, bro. Amazing trade. Cheers. Franco W, nice work. Ben, legend. Thank you, my friend. Lau, once again, good work. Tony, nice W, well done. Thank you, my friend. Cheers, guys. Appreciate it. Frank, nice one. Good work. How about you, James? You're looking at, you don't gold, you don't trade, do you?
No.
It's GJ and GU.
No, just GG. Well played there. Epic trade. That was so quick.
Yeah, it was really quick. Just
I love that when you get a few pips profit straight away. It just makes you feel so comfortable in the trade.
Oh, exactly. Which it made sense because it spent the best part of what, about 10 minutes or so cranking it up a wick. So having done that, and once it broke below the previous, it was likely at that point to move a bit of volume. Did I get slipped? I can't remember what I said my original entry was. I think I did get slipped like less than a pip. I think it was 0.3. So that's not bad.
That's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, no, I'm still waiting for those GU cells.
Yeah. Could still eventuate.
Yeah. And if not, on to the next day.
That's it. We know all about that, being patient and waiting.
Yeah.
Just like that on gold. So I'm just gonna do a little one for the gram. Frank, in GU at the moment, still an entry. Okay. What, you're in a sell or buy? Gold is still pushing. I got 120 pips on the table. Dureska, nice one. Who's there? Nice work. Sean, you still got not in yet on there. If you're putting it on gram, people might think you missed it. Not sure. Don't know, man. But it's posted. And it is melting. Melting. Oh, why would I want to send to 30 people? This thing is melting. Wow, got 30 pips on the table. Now, I've actually got my TP at the low of that bullish candle. Yeah, I'm quite happy with the profit, to be honest. Oof. Here we go. Still haven't closed yet. I've got 38 pips on the table. So similar to yesterday, guys, I've just closed it a little bit before. I closed at 37, roughly 37 and a half pips. So nice work.
What a trade that was.
Yep. Could not have been better. Absolutely no drawdown. Absolutely none. And that's...
What were you risking? What was your initial risk?
Full percentage-wise, it's probably a little bit more than 2. Because I trade fixed lots.
Oh, yeah.
So it's probably close to 2.5%. But I'm used to trading fixed lots because I know I'm always going to manage my trades. And generally, well, obviously my win rate is better than the losing rate. Obviously, I'm up around that, close to that 80, around that 80%. Well, I was last year. I haven't even been really tracking it that much this year, which is bad because you really should. But I reckon it'd be probably close to 90% this year because the first month this year I took like 6 trades and I didn't take a loss. I think I've taken 2 losses on stream. No, I can remember. It may be 3. I'm pretty sure it was only 2 though.
Yeah.
So there's been plenty of wins. So yeah, so it'd be up around 90 to be honest. And I really should start tracking it. I could go back through the streams as well. So yeah. Rank still on GU, 50% TP on goal. What was where did you enter on GU? James Sean's asking how you're going. Steve? Cheers, my friend.
Sorry, I missed that. On the YouTube channel.
Correct. It's all about the
Yeah,
weather.
sorry, I missed that. Yeah, mate, it's so annoying. So grey here. So bad.
It's actually been really, it's been a cracker of a past few days. Yeah, the weather's been really good.
I'm speaking to, I don't know if he's here, I was speaking to Lewis. Do you remember Lewis?
Yeah, I speak to Lewis regularly.
Okay, I was speaking to him yesterday, but it's just the weather in England. I know everyone is so classic English people complaining about the weather, but it's literally depressing.
I can
Get me
imagine.
to a hot country, man, honestly.
Yeah, Melbourne's not much better. Here he is, Daniel, man.
Yeah.
How are you?
What's going on, guys?
What adventure you've had this evening for you?
It is, man. I've got a couple of coffees down. Speaking of humid here, man.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Pouring.
You're just cutting out a little bit.
Yeah, I have a bad connection.
Yeah. Yeah, so I can imagine it's humid there. Very different to what it's like here and in the UK right now. Yeah, I think you've cut out. Steve, never tried gold. Might try as last 3 years. Just trade NAS. I think you like gold if you use the NAS, because NAS has a lot of volume. So if you use the volatility, then gold should be a good one for you. Silent, you sent a chart. All right, let me take a quick look. Guys, if we can, please hit the like button. I think that trade deserved it. Again, it's one of the only ways for me to grow this channel. So I'm sorry to harp on about it, but it really would help me out if you could do so. I think I have to get, hold on, I think I made a mistake with that. All right, so gold in after the fact. Oh, that's what you're looking at. It's pretty much what I took. But that, if that is true to where your entry would have been, then it would have been a little bit higher up than mine, because mine broke the low of pretty much that bullish candle. The bearish candle, which was, oh, hold on, it's 30. Yeah, the bullish candle, correct. No, I'm wrong. The bearish candle. Let me take it back. Sorry, guys, I'm getting confused. Yeah, so my entry was just below the bearish candle's low, which closed a strong bearish candle. Steve, like the way I trade, appreciate it. G sell limit 1.25252. 252. What time frame is that based off? 15, I'm assuming. Yeah. For me, it's not a valid, the way I trade anyway, it's not a valid entry. Plus also, I still, with the limit always, still going to consider where you are within the actual range. And for me, you're at support. So personally, you may have different analysis, so it may have been valid for you, but for me, it wouldn't have been valid at all, because you would have been selling it right into that support. So I'd just be waiting on GU to either outform that support, see if you have enough margin and take it back up. Remember, I wouldn't just be waiting for a bullish candle, I'd be waiting for a bit of a resistance to form within this bullish candle on the 30, which you're not going to get just now. So I'd be waiting for a little bit more data to print, and if it does pop back up towards the highs, I'd be looking for potential rejections to sell it back down, buys potentially above the high. But again, very choppy to the left, so I'd like to make a nice clean move up, pull back, form support, and buy it. But I still prefer to sell similar level to what James is looking at as well. GJ is just not ready to really move. It's slow trickle down. You would have thought by now it would have made the move, but again, what you think will happen and what actually happens, no one knows in the end, really. You don't have to go according to what you think. You just trade and react to your plan. Oh, not in yet. Shit. I was definitely in, guys. I was definitely in. Got to remove that. Sean, all good, man. Son, that was before and after we took the same trade. It still has more to... Oh, okay. Nice one. Rank 15, yeah, okay. I see what you mean, but for me, it wouldn't have been a really valid entry. Use there is gold reverse to form a higher high. Will it reverse to form a higher high? I mean, potentially it could, but again, we don't know until it confirms that. So right now it's pulled down to a level of support and it's currently bouncing off it. So it potentially could do so, but we won't know until it actually closes above this point here around that 23.20 or 23.19.20. So it is definitely bouncing off strong though, but I've closed full, guys. I've closed completely full. And wow. Not a bad return. Be happy with that. Frank, that's my plan. Showed wait for pullback after momentum candle closes. Entered a bit too early, my bad. Oh, okay. Well, at least you trade your plan. How are you going about managing it though? See, that's what definitely would be my concern. The level it's at, it could just bounce into that support, bounce off it, and head back up. Thank you for the sub. So once again, guys, make use of the Discord. Feel free to send in analysis. Feel free to send in your own recorded video analysis if you wish. Might as well, you know, chat with one another, bounce ideas off one another. I can see a familiar face. Here he is in the Discord chat. I think you know him. I think you're very familiar with him too, James. One of your name is.
There he is,
Mr. Antweb.
I just realised my name is just my initials. How do I change them?
All good.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, he does take the piss, doesn't he? Some of the words are a little bit too crude to repeat on YouTube. Mr. Phil, good morning to you. Hope you're well. Alright, so gold trade out the way. Nice victory on gold. Now we can reassess and move on. Is there another re-entry at all on gold? Very risky in limit order, but I'm not going to take the sell. I'm more than happy with the return on that first trade. Yeah, but that's probably the only potential entry right now. GJ is essentially just consolidating. There is absolutely zero volume on GJ. We are still technically bearish on a 30-minute as well. Formed a bit of support here, but consolidation on the 15. Still feel the best option right now will be wait for a bit more volume to come in, and if we do engulf eventually and start popping back below the low of the previous bullish candle, as long as it closes significantly below it, there could be potential limit orders back at low of this, what could be a pause candle. So otherwise, at this stage, I'd rather just wait, see if it pulls back to sell it again. Buy options, potentially above the 15-minute resistance. Yeah, so if you got right now, this would be the rule I'd be setting right now on GJ. Very simple rule. Bullish engulfing M30. What that's going to do is close the M15 above the resistance. It has 2 minutes to do so. If that is to be the case and it does do that, then we've ticked off a few boxes there. We've got engulfing 30-minute, we've got a closure above a minor resistance on the 15. That to me would be a catalyst to look for a buy, but that looks well off at this stage with one more, just over a minute and 40 seconds remaining. Mr. Phil, how's it going? That was a good gold trade. A very nice gold trade. 0 drawdown. And hit CP1 within probably about half a minute. Is there buy options for gold? For me, the buy option now on gold would be, it's definitely not ready just yet, but seeing it's at that support, we consolidate a bit, form a bit of a resistance on the 15-minute and start to close above it. Correlate it with 30-minute closing back strong bullish to add confluence. And then I'd start trusting the buys. But right now, it's not a strong enough confirmation based off one 15-minute candle. And it almost pulled back to tap into that low of the bullish candle. So it would have taken a runner out. I'm assuming if anyone is still in it.
Those last 3 30-minute candles of GJ are just an absolute mess.
On the 30. They are. It looks like it wants to just drop, waterfall drop.
I know.
It just keeps pulling back up.
So I was on the 15 there, yeah, no, sorry, 15.
Yeah, the 15 looks even more terrible, doesn't
Absolutely no direction whatsoever.
No, with no volume as well. There was only one potential entry, and that was at the open. Just there. But still waited patiently, eventually got the gold entry, which was nice. Nice. There we go. The camera's zooming in on my pretty face. I love it. It's unreal. I love this camera. Every time I take a sweep. Oh, let's test this out. There she goes. And back she goes. That's hands off, guys. I'm not doing nothing. It's doing it all by itself. All right, what are we looking at, guys? Anyone looking at anything, any pairs? And also, guys, I remain humble the whole way because I'm fully aware that, you know, the next trade I could get absolutely steamrolled. It's just part of trading. You're not going to win every trade, but all you can do is follow your plan, follow a process. Come to the charts prepared, do your analysis, know what you're looking for, mark up your zones and things, and know exactly where you want to get involved in trades, and then just patiently wait for the catalyst to if it does arise, and if so, then you execute. It's as simple as that. Doesn't mean you're going to win every trade, but if there's a high probability, knowing that if your edge works for you, that you're going to be on the right side more often than the wrong one. So that's all we do. We remain calm the whole way through. We don't react, we don't act on FOMO or our emotions. We just react to the data the market prints in front of us. Very simple. Even if I miss a move, you don't see me getting stressed out. Thought I missed 2 potential moves prior to the one we got in, so all good. You just keep analyzing, reassessing as data prints, and eventually you will likely get your option anyway. Franco GU, nothing trade right now. Yeah, I agree, it's just range bound. Difficult, quite choppy, quite congested in the current level. So what would be nice in GE now, if this makes a nice push up to retest the current daily counts high, and if it does reject, it could even pop above it, but if it starts to close back below it, then a clean move up, what that would do is open up this range a bit, and then you could potentially look for your sell, take it back down. And similar to buys, I mean, if it just shoots back up and then rejects strongly, you're looking for the same thing from support as well. So if it starts to create some clean moves within this range, it makes it more tradable in my opinion, because the data prior to it throughout the Asian session just made it a choppy mess. So there was nothing really probable within the range coming to London prior to because of the data printed prior to London session. Makes it very difficult to look for some clean entries in my opinion. Silent, waiting on my GJ scalp confirmations. Can most definitely check them out. And once again, guys, I know it's going to be a long haul. It's going to take a while to get the stream. It's exactly where I want it to be, but I'm here. I'm not going to give up. But you guys need to help me out a little bit. So once again, just share the love. Make sure you do hit that like button. 1 hour bearish structure. Yep. Safe buys, break of bearish 1 hour structure, break of previous high, body candle close above 195.80. People VM bearish and UK equities bullish. Okay. Yeah, so I see what you mean. You're talking about the most immediate structure. So essentially it's creating a higher high. Yep, it does look quite clean above that. I agree. I'm pretty sure that's the same as what I was looking at. Safe sellers, break of previous lows, body candle closes below 194.50. People yen bullish and UK equities bearish. Okay. 194.50 psychological round number. Yeah, I tend to agree. I think that's the best option. It's pulling up crane support at this point here. So right now, if it was to continue bullish, then this should just be a higher low within the micro trend and within the daily candle as well. And we should pull up and retest the highs. However, seeing we form that support just now at the current level, if prices begin to pop below it, then I would definitely consider the sells, and we're likely going to come back down further. Trade lower low. But again, GJ been a little bit strange of late, so could do anything. The buy above the 15-minute resistance is still technically valid. But yeah, I'm not too sure if I'm going to bother with it, to be honest. I'm once again very happy with that first trade, so no need to risk any of that. Steve, just as it looks like it's going to break previous 4 hour high. You're in? Oh, okay. Let me have a look. Okay, see, for me, and yeah, I understand your analysis, but for me, I'd be now waiting for closure above it because it's coming from consolidation. So yes, that previous candle is a decent catalyst, but it hasn't done anything yet to prove that we're ready to continue to the upside based off that count itself. But what it has done is tapped into the daily low, or just above the support formed anyway. Daily lows it's actually broken below it, only to close back above it. So what is likely to happen is the new candle is just going to pop up, which it has done so, and have this candle closed higher up, so back right near the high of the resistance. I'm talking about the candle prior to it, like so. then it probably would have been it's still an impulsive entry, risky entry, but a better option. Would have been better if it closed above the bodies of the candles to the left, or even better if it closed above that resistance. So like so. Then there was a high probability new candle's just going to pop up like the current one has done, and it may eventually pull back very slowly. It doesn't always have to, but it could do so. So right now, what I'd be waiting for is that closure above on the current candle. Then look to see within the current candle, have we got a tap in? So on the 5 minute, have we got a closure above? Have we got a candle closing back bearish, tapping in? And then only for the 30 minutes is to remain above that previous resistance, close bullish above it. Then I can look for the buy option on a new candle, create a small low wick, doesn't have to necessarily create much of a low wick. So it breaks the high of the catalyst that closed above the resistance. That would be my preference if I was to be trading it. Okay, so Romish, gold analysis please. Right now on gold I would be waiting. We've already taken a nice gold sell, so right now I'll be waiting to see how price reacts to the current level of support. We tapped into it like I mentioned just before. We begin to consolidate just at the current level of support, so I'd like to see a bit of a pause in the 15-minute candle closing back bearish, and then look for closure above that minor resistance and correlate with a 30-minute closing back bullish. That could be a catalyst for me to look for a potential buy option if that was to present. So I want a few confirmations. I want 30 minutes close back bullish within the 30. I want a candle that's closed, so it could tick the box, but this is still the first 15 minutes. So if this candle closes as is or even stronger, that's fine. Then what I'm waiting for is the next candle on the 15 minutes close back, a pause, a weak bearish candle. So there are two 15-minute candles. What the 30 minutes going to end up looking like, if that is to be the case, is pretty much this. That'll be the 30-minute closure. That will give confirmation of support forming or formed at previous support. And then as soon as the new candle begins to break the high of that bullish candle, higher low, higher high, that'd be the potential entry. You're breaking above the pause formed within the catalyst M30. So that does form a minor resistance. If price was to continue bullish, it has no need to break it. If it does break it, you have clean traffic to the left. It is likely to head back up towards 23.17. So that is what I'd be looking at on gold. But I personally, for me, I'm more than happy with the first trade. So I secured at 10, 15, and 30. I think it was 30 and 30, 37. What did I put? I think 37. That was it. And once again, I was spot on with securing just a bit early, just a bit before my final CP. Silent gold sales would be safer after it created resistance on the M30. Yeah, I agree. Gold sales would be really nice. Pull it back in again. Steve, thanks Justin Live for your idea. We'll use next time. Nice one. Oh, good, my friend. Not sure why the stream numbers are down this week. Been on fire. A little bit disappointing, but keep going. Not put off at all. All right, that looks good, man. I'm just having a look at your chart in the Discord. Nice entry. So we've got over 30 now, which is good. Pretty happy with that. Good start. So we can at least get a bit of a community going right now in that free group. So if you haven't done so yet, do make sure to join the free Discord, guys. Link is down below in the description. It's newly open today, so check it all out. All right, so gold at the moment doesn't look likely. 15's closing back bearish. But again, having said that, so if this closes back bearish, then simply what I'd be waiting for if I was to consider taking another trade is for the next 15-minute candles close like so. Very simple rule. What that's going to do is still close the 30-minute back strong bullish, and engulfing that what will be the previous bearish 15-minute candle. That is a signal within price action for me to look for a buy as price breaks the high of the bullish M30 candle and engulfing candle. So once again, you see as candles print, see how I assess, guys. Very simple. Just continue to reassess and then react. What is going on, guys? Talk to me. Don't mind the background music, to be honest. I like jazz. Quite appropriate for the stream, I think. Nice and calming. Just like the way we trade. Nice and calm, relaxed. Yeah, GJ's just shit at the moment. It really has no volume at the moment. Has absolutely no legs. It was like this yesterday during London session as well. Is there any news for the pound? So there's Euro news. Just well, German PMI. That's coming up shortly. That's let's see in financial juice. I'm pretty sure that would be orange folder or potentially red folder. Yeah, exactly. It is. So it's funny how they differ. I often find that what I think would be more of a high impact on Forex Factory, that they won't necessarily have it listed as red folder news, but I would have thought PMI for the Euro, or Germany especially, and France, obviously the two biggest economies, would definitely have an impact on the Euro. Anyone trading the Euro. So just be wary of that. Silent, just in me smacking Goldie always. I think your gold analysis is always on point. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, my friend. Been a supporter for a long time, so thank you. Who's there? I just entered a buying goal. I hope you didn't enter it thinking that I was entering a buy. So as long as your own analysis, mate, because for me there's no buy right now. Thank you for the sub, by the way. I'm not held responsible for any financial losses on this stream, guys. So all I do is I just stream myself trading. And if you guys are in agreement with an entry I take, you're more than welcome to follow along. Or if you'll be looking at very similar analysis, either way. But sometimes it takes, you know, a group or, you know, a group of people or whatever, or someone to feel comfortable to call it and make you, which will make you comfortable to actually act on your analysis. And we've all been through it. I've been through that too, especially when I first started trading. My analysis was correct so often, but I had fear of loss at that point. Confidence was down, and found it much easier to trade when everyone else was looking at the exact same entry. Whereas now, that's totally different in the past 3 years. 2.5 to 3 years. I think it's, yeah, basically 3 years now.
Yeah, it's a good way to get your confidence up.
Yeah, it is. To have an actual group and be all looking at the same thing. That's how it used to be at the start with us. Everyone would be looking at the exact same sort of entry. So generally, like everyone will win or lose, same trade. That's how it used to be. It's that herd mentality. You just feel a lot more comfortable when you're around other people looking at the exact same thing.
Yeah, we were market movers, weren't we?
Oh, we were with our 10-cent lots, and that's what I was trading back in the day, back then when I first started scalping. That's pretty much what I was trading when I was swing trading. I mean, I did get up to like 1 lot. But that was just, swing trading was a nightmare for me. Just couldn't hack it. Waking up middle of the night, seeing, you know, going to bed being maybe 20-30 pips up, thinking I'll wake up and, you know, close to TP or something, I'd have some good profits on the table. Wake up and I'm back at entry or a bit of drawdown and couldn't sleep again the rest of the night. That's how it used to be. Wasn't for me, swing trading. Took me about a year or so of just doing my own heading, being stressed about it, losing sleep. But yeah, glad I made the change. It was more a year, it was about 2. It was more over 2 years. And crypto was the beginning, so that's even more stressful. So,
yeah, I'm there. I think how people do that, that just looks...
Oh, the crypto. It was tough, man. But again, I was part of a group and he was actually calling signals within it too. I had no idea how to operate because we're using Hugo's way because they're quite favorable for crypto traders, for crypto assets, low spreads. Yeah. And I had no idea what we were doing. Like, I had no idea because he had nothing about
in the numbers.
Yeah, exactly. He had nothing about lot sizes or trade management, nothing about that. So I found out the hard way myself. But still, I remember, you probably heard the story. The first trade I ever took was on Ethereum, and I flipped a $500 account to over $1K in about maybe...
Yeah, I think I remember you saying that.
Maybe like 30 seconds it was. Thinking I was in a bit, running around the house, telling everyone. Definitely wasn't telling everyone what happened 2 days later though. It was quickly gone. I had no idea what I was doing. It was pure gambling then. I really had no idea.
I think everyone starts off, at least to some extent, like that, don't they?
Yeah, I think so. That's it. Because unless, I mean, you start with baby pips and that, and you learn exactly like what a pip is and lot size and that. That's generally what it's like. You find out the hard way. You learn by yourself. Who's there? On what confirmation gold? Bearish, my friend. I agree. I don't know what your confirmation was to buy it, my friend. And I'm pretty sure you were in that sell we all took and took profit. You did put W in the chat, so I think you're over trading, my friend. There's no confirmation to buy it right now. I've given you what I'd like to see. I've told you. I've done the analysis on what I'd like to see to buy it right now. And if it's to be on the following candle, it will require in the next 8 minutes for this candle to close right up, preferably engulfing that bearish candle, if nothing else, right up near the high, because what that's going to do is close the M30 back strong bullish at the support. Then I would start to trust the buys, but otherwise it is very bearish right now. I just stick to sell options. I will not be selling at the support. So the next potential entry would be either below 2307.14 or upon the pullback around 2317 or higher 2320. That's simply what I'd be waiting for. Is there off Steve? Off we go, Wickfield. On Nas or? Yep, well you mentioned before. Your chart, I do remember. That's not the one, but I remember what you're talking about, Wickfield. Yep, looking good, man. Yeah, so this is alright. Let me see. Did the 5 minute? Yep, perfect. There we go, guys. Can't make this shit up. You got a 5 minute tap in, actually, but it's not the 30. The 30's still open. I was looking at the 15. We got the closure above, and I thought that was the 30 closure. So, I mean, but if that was the 30-minute closure, this would be absolutely perfect. What you've had is a 5 minute closure above, 5 minute closing back bearish, retesting that zone, followed by what I thought was the 30-minute closure, but it's the 15-minute closure, closing back bullish, closing the, again, if it was the 30, it would be closing the 30 above the resistance. Then all we need is a tiny lower wick to form on the new candle, and entry would be as it breaks the high. I'm not as, to be honest, I haven't back tested on the 15 to know of the probabilities. However, Nas is a little bit of a different story because of the volume, and I've actually mentioned it to the lady who I do trade that trades Nas in US session, that I'm not all that against, I'm not really against her trading it based off the 15 because of the volume. It has a lot more volume than most of the well, obviously than Forex pairs, currency pairs. It tends to have more volume than gold around NY session as well. Even right now, it's got more volume than gold. There is quite a significant push right now coming from this consolidation. So this consolidation is an area of liquidity. It is liquidity being built into the markets for it to eventually start to trend yet again. At this stage, it is trending to the upside. So nice one, man. You're looking good. Well done. $63 viewers. Sorry guys, most of you are a little bit late to the party. We've already had a really nice win on gold this morning. Let's get the lights up to at least 50. But whilst you guys are here, join the free Discord group, guys. It's the links down below in the description. I've just opened up today. If you do join, I would do the occasional, or at least once, maybe or twice a week NY stream, but it's only for the guys in Discord. I am considering doing one for today's NY session, but there is high impact news about, so it could be just have a bit of fun watching it, what happens. So do join in. I do post analysis in there. There is full analysis of four pairs in the market update section, market analysis section. Yeah, and you're welcome to post your own analysis at any point and ask questions. So do join it, guys. Link is down in the description below. Once again, I will copy it one last time for you and post it into the chat. And guys, overnight while I'm asleep, feel free to obviously post your analysis in for MI session. Don't be shy to chat with one another, bounce ideas off one another, help each other out. Alright, so J is rejecting that 15-minute resistance. It's just nasty. Absolute shit fight at GJ right now. And gold is still coming down further. So if gold breaks this support, then really see it coming down to 2300.
Looking at GU sells on the next candle, as long as a 30-minute close is bearish.
Yeah, it's not bad. The only issue is you have the margin because the stop loss is going to be based off the 15. It's about 10, which isn't much, a bit more than 10.
Yeah, I use the 15 for the stop. But
Yeah, so you got about 10 pips if it pulls up just now.
Yeah, well, at least it's at least enough to get to break even. Just follow. I'm going to try and hold it down.
Yeah.
Breaking that range if it does break them.
Not to put you off, but the hourly does not look good at all, to be honest.
The hourly
looks terrible.
The hourly looks terrible.
I see what you mean. I definitely see what you mean because it's tapped into current daily candles high, right? A high, rejecting. I know you had a level of resistance marked in around this point, so
let's push too much.
Yeah, if it were me, I would not take it. I understand it, but I'd be sitting out. But once again, don't let that put you off. The other thing you could do, if this closed bearish engulfing the new candle and seeing it's the hourly, I'd rather it have an upper wick. And if it made a significant upper wick, you could use that as your stop loss. But either way, right now, it's not going to have the margin pushing. Who's there? I was just scalping on 50-minute candle. Yeah, I still have no idea what your confirmation was, to be honest. Steve, nice one. Silent swing trading, not what it used to be now with inflation and war. Exactly. See, that's another thing that used to put me off because obviously there would be times where news would break, and for me, it was often during the MI session and while I was fast asleep, and I had no control over that, and that would create some wild swings within price action. I used to also swing trade gold at times, so that was very difficult on the emotional side of things. I just could not relax when I was swing trading, whereas when I scalp, it's easy. It just if it ticks the box in accordance to where I want to get involved in a trade, so price action gives me my signal, then as simple as that, I do execute. If not, I just wait. No dramas about it. Not you know, I'm totally calm and in control, not stressed one bit about taking an entry. So yeah, I understand what you mean. Definitely understand. Right, so gold has now closed, and it's closed back bearish. There's absolutely no confirmation for me for a trade at the moment. And same with GJ, still below 15-minute resistance, and it has no clear direction at all within price action. There is absolutely no volume on GJ. We've got 1 hour until the 4-hour closure. I think at this stage it's probably going to require waiting for that to close. So if that was to be the case, what would I look for on GJ? I preferably want to see the candle close quite strong bearish if we are to continue bearish into M1 session. So if we begin to reject right now, then what we've done within the current daily candle has formed a lower high. If we begin to break below the support form within the current daily candle, we'll be forming a lower low. And at that point there, we've got some cleaner traffic to left on the 30-minute. It would be, in my opinion, there'd be a high probability price will eventually come back down towards that 193.50. So that is sells upon continuation. Now, further sells upon the pullback, I would prefer to sell GJ. So if it does pull back towards that 195.50 and reject, unless we do close bearish just here, for instance, and into maybe a new 4-hour candle, create the lower wick, respecting the support formed at the lows here around that 194.40. And they start popping back up, closing above the resistance. Maybe at that point I would consider a buy, but it'd have to be absolutely very right if I was to consider that. Gold, right now, it's at a level I'm not really interested in, or not selling it anyway. I'd rather buy it from this level, but there is absolutely zero confirmation to do so right now. So very similar to what I mentioned before, what I'm looking for is to see some consolidation. We've started to do so on 15. correlated for 30-minute closing back, strong bullish, and as soon as we begin to pop above that resistance, let's go to 15, which at this stage is this point here, but it could come a bit lower down. Yeah, it's a tricky one, gold, to be honest. You definitely want to see a nice strong 30-minute closure. At this stage, the resistance is here at 2312.8 roughly, but you're running into a pretty congested area, traffic to the left. Not great. I prefer to sell as well. And where it could have potentially pulled back to, well, this level just here, 2317 roughly. A bit beyond that, even below 2320, I'd still look for my sell options. Further sells below the support formed just below the current daily candles low. So formed towards the closure of yesterday's candle. Got some clean traffic to the left, and what we're doing right now is forming some lower highs, lower lows. So series of lower highs, lower lows. So even if we did pull back just now and made another lower high, as soon as we start popping below that 2,307, again, I feel there is a high probability at that point coming back down towards 2,300 flat, and that would be gold. Yeah, so I think that's about a wrap, guys. There's nothing is going to set up for me just now, so no, good stream, good test of patience and discipline, and just waiting for our setup to eventuate, which is what it did, and zero drawdown sell on gold. So nice win. Hopefully most of you got involved. Make sure to hit the like button on your way out, guys. Let's get up to 50. Yeah, I still feel like I deserve a bit more love, so it will be much appreciated. Also, once again, don't forget to join the free Discord group, guys. I will keep you posted in there as to whether or not I stream for MI session. It won't be on YouTube. It will only be for the guys in the Discord. It's for free, so do join it. I'll send a link into the Discord, a Zoom link, if I do decide to stream for MI. And that's about it. If you'd like to know more about anything else, coaching, the course, or whatever, you can find all that information down below. And please do feel free always to say g'day to me, even on IG or in the Discord, whatever. So give me a follow on IG and all the other social media sites. That'd be much appreciated. So well done today, guys. Thank you all for joining. James, man, you have a good one. Might catch you later if you're about for MI.
See you, champ. Yeah, I'll be around. So yeah, maybe see you later.
No worries, dude. Cheers, my friend. And to everyone else, I'll be on tomorrow about 7:30 AM. Until then, cheers, my friends, and bye for now. Mm-hmm.